Hey everybody, it's me again here on my Shaman Casa hack. Um, I'm 37 now. I have all the same stuff. Didn't get anything new yet. Um, I've moved over from North Corona to I'm in West Commonlands now. I moved because I think that spot, that the North Corona Bridge spot with the three guards, I think it's camped a lot. Um, I ran into a bunch of other shaman there off and on as I would log in, especially during the day. There'd be somebody there camping, at least one of them, the roamer or the two guys at the bridge. So I left. I went back to Cabalus. I made some more 10 dose Blood of the Wolf potions. I've been selling them. I sold 3 already on this go around. I usually make 2 bags full. I haven't sold them all yet. I haven't sat in the tunnel long enough to sell all of them yet. Yeah, it takes a while. But yeah, that's how I'm planning on making some money. I think I have almost like 1,500 plat now. Maybe a little more. Because it does take it takes like 60 plat to make it one of the 10 dose ones. And then you can sell it for 100. They don't sell super fast, but I think I've probably sold like 10 probably so far. But yeah, I'm here in West Commons killing these 2 guards. Pretty simple. Like I said, I'm 37, almost 38 now. I will say one good thing about the camp in North Corona is that, like I said in the last video, a lot of druids run by to go to the Quillmane camp, and a lot of them would just give me buffs as they ran by, which is really nice. They just, drop a protection of the glades on me and then move along with what they were doing. So appreciate those guys doing that. It's always welcome. Especially this buff is really good. Right now, a druid, this is also a spot where I get buffed quite a bit, because druids port the druid rings are over there, and they run to East Commons to sell their stuff. So one just gave me some buffs and went along his way. It was very nice of him. So yeah, I got 37 in North Corona, and then I gated home, did some stuff. I actually did the first quest on my epic, which felt pretty cool. I killed the Ixar Marauder in Feel the Bone, and then he spawned the little wolf spirit who looks like my little dog there. And he drops the wolf spirit spawns, and then he gives you a gem, which I think I have on my social here. Yeah, lesser spirit. This is just the line that gives you the gem here. So he gave me that gem, and you come to Freeport, in North Freeport, and there's a barbarian there that you turn that into for faction and the next part of the quest. I didn't follow him. You're supposed to follow him and do another set of lines and talk to another spirit in the inn in North Freeport. I didn't do that. I just ran away. I didn't really know I was supposed to. And then as soon as I looked back at the guide for the epic, I realized, I already turned it in. But I think for the Shaman epic, you can just faction your way all the way to max faction and then skip to the very last part, which is the last fight in City of Mist. You need to get a child's tear out of Plane of Hate. No, Plane of Fear. Yeah, Plane of Fear. You get a child's tear off of a Ixar child that spawns after you kill one of the mini bosses, I think. It has a chance to spawn. You get that tear, and then you turn it into one of the guys in the Black Reaver cycle in City of Mist, and then he fights you. It takes a small group to kill him. And if you're max faction, you loot the thing he drops, and then you turn that in, and you get your epic. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, every time I'm in one of the areas that I can kill somebody for that gem, I'm going to do it and then come back and turn it in. It'll probably take a lot of turn-ins if that's the only part of the epic you're doing. I know there's other parts that give you every step gives you faction. Basically, the Shaman epic is faction your way to max faction, and then do the fight. So every bit of the quest is kind of like a little different way you can get faction with True Spirit, which is kind of cool. And each part is repeatable. So you can go like each of the turn-ins. So like the tiny gems you can turn in over and over again. And then you can kill some guys in Mountains of Wrath and get some swords and turn those in West Corona to a spirit and give you faction. You do that a bunch. The pages in City of Mist, you collect a bunch of those, turn those in to get faction. And then there's some books off of another guy in City of Mist that he drops that you turn those in and you get a bunch of faction for that. So everything is just faction. And then once you're max faction, you just do the tier part, which I think is the biggest like gated part, because you have to be in a guild, which I'm still not, and you have to raid Plane of Fear, which I haven't done. So those are the two kind of prerequisites. And then obviously there's other shaman in the guild who have been there longer, who have more DKP than you, all that kind of stuff, that have priority. So you just kind of have to wait it out in your guild. Maybe you get lucky, maybe no shaman shows up and they just let you take it. That would be nice. And then you go right over and do it. We'll see what happens. Probably not going to happen for me, but we'll see. I've never been historically very lucky, so we'll see how that goes. I had to grind for a lot of my things. But yeah, this experience is pretty good. They usually give 1 to 2 experience per kill. I usually get 3%, for every pair that I kill. Right now I'm at 100. I could be doing this faster, but yeah, I'm just kind of chilling, hanging out. There's this dark elf here. He's threateningly to me, but he's green. I don't know what level he is. And these guys don't drop much. They drop silver and then rusty weapons, which is pretty bad. So I haven't even been looting the silver usually. I don't loot anything from these guys. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm up to. Again, haven't got anything new. In West Commons now, killing the guards, these 2 guards over and over again, because it is pretty laid back, pretty easy to split them. By the way, I did switch over to instill. I was using root in the last video and I had instill. I don't know why. I think I read some forums where everybody says use root until you get paralyzing earth or immobilize or whatever it is, one of the higher ones, like skip instill altogether, because it costs, double the mana. Instead of 30, it's 60. And the trade-off is that it lasts longer, but obviously there's a chance it could break early. And that goes for all roots. They can all break early. But I found that with this one, oftentimes I only have to root them 1 time. It will break, and it does break every now and then, but usually this is enough for 1 entire fight if it does hold. So I do like that a lot more, where root only has like a 30-second duration, and it does wear off quite a bit when I'm fighting. So I switched over to instill, and this, I feel like it's been much smoother using instill. Even with the higher mana cost, it's not that big of a deal to use it over root. That's just from my findings. It's nothing, concrete or anything like that. Yeah, anyway, so breaking these guys, 1 spawns right here by the sign and 1 spawns at the end of the little thing. It's really easy to break. I just instill one of them and the other one comes charging at me, and then I root him over here and then dot him up and wait for him to die, and then just keep this one rooted, and then cannibalize the whole time. And then once he's dead, I wait a couple minutes with this guy rooted to split the spawns up, and then I go for him afterwards. So it's pretty simple. I don't have to like zone line dance or anything. I probably didn't have to do that at the last camp either, to be honest, but I was doing it just because it was there. Why not? The line was there. Although that method I had to not have my pet out when I first started, which I like having my pet out in the beginning so I don't have to spend the mana to get him out again, because he's by far my biggest mana cost spell. So right now, he takes like 30% or something of my bar to summon him, which is crazy. But I understand. It's a big bonus. It's a big part of my kit. So yeah, anyway, I'm excited for 39. I think I'll go here to 40. Right around here, there's 2 dwarves over here behind this house that I'm pointing at here. They're 2 dwarves, and they are also kind of the same level as these guys. I don't know. I could probably incorporate them now with these buffs into this cycle, because these guys are pretty simple, as you can see. I don't go through a lot of anything killing these guys. See, they're still broke. But I haven't yet. We'll see if I do. I did end up starting to incorporate that third guard in North Corona quite a bit when I had buffs, and that was pretty easy. So, but there are 2 spawn. There are two dwarves next to each other, just like these are 2 guards next to each other. 2 little dwarves over there, so you do have to do the same route and kill one and then kill the other one technique. So I haven't got them yet, but I probably will stay here till 40, 41 maybe. We'll see how 40 goes. If I'm getting 1% per kill here, I'll probably stay through 40. I do like that. We'll see though. If I'm not, then probably move on. My next spot after this will be City of Mist. I like City of Mist. I've always liked it. And the faction pages drop there that I could use. I've always just ignored them. It's going to be exciting to be able to loot them for the first time ever and actually use them. So that'll be fun. But yeah, City of Mist, I'll be grouping there most likely. And grouping the City Mist all the way till 50, probably 51 maybe. We'll see. And then we'll go from there. If I don't, I mean, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna have my epic. It's most likely not gonna have it or ever gonna get it, with how I play in my schedule. But yeah, I'll just go there till 51, and then I think the next spot is Karnor's Castle. I think that's the next spot for me until 55, 56, and then Velkator's Sebelis to 60, unless I find some other stuff. I don't know. I haven't looked into anything actually for Shaman over my level now, so I'll have to look into where I can go. I think Plane of Mischief is a place that Shaman go a lot from 55 to 60. I hear there's a rat maze that they do, just root rot the rats, which is great. But then again, every time I see a video of somebody doing something over 50, they have their epic. I haven't seen a video of someone over 50 that doesn't have their Shaman epic. I think a lot of them who are gilded and alts usually get it at 46 as soon as possible, because I think it's one of the easier ones to actually achieve. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get in a guild soon. Maybe somebody who's watching this has a guild that I could join that raids mountain time or later. That's fine. Like more later in the evenings is better for me. So that would be nice. I can get in the raid guild and start getting some stuff. I don't really know how the raid scene works, but interested to try it out, see how that goes. There are some things that I have read about for the end game, so obviously not a lot. I think it's all low tier end game that I'm familiar with, or at least have read about. Like obviously there's the armor quests and Vilius for each class. For that you have to do faction work for whoever you're doing it for, and then get the items and turn them in. Pretty straightforward quests, just the faction you need to do them. So that's, I think I just want to start with the ones in Thurgoden, those ones. So you get the armor drops from Kale with a Giant's Heart, and then you turn those in Thurgoden. Then after that, I don't really know. I haven't really thought about what parts of gear I want to do or what's even possible. I think there's some gear from the plains that might be good for me. I'm not really sure though of where to be looking for loot after that. This guy's dead, and I think there's still a few minutes until the next spawn. So those guys there, these two dwarves here, Tim Talk, Tom Smith, and Ravnagaz Tom Smith. They are both KOS to me, as expected. And yeah, they're just there. Don't really want to mess with them right now. Haven't tried it. Maybe at 39, I will. At 39, I get a better. I'm using regeneration when people don't buff me. I get chloroplast, I think it's called, which is a higher level regen, which is nice, and I get a new poison dot. So I should be able to burn through these guys pretty quick. And it's only 60 more mana, actually. It's 160 instead of 100. So that'll be fun. I just got Scourge at 34. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. This is where I am. If you see me in game, stop by, say hi. Love to chat with anybody who wants to talk about anything, really. If you have a guild that's looking for people to raid late nights, I'd definitely be interested. Obviously, this is being recorded, so if this is the future, then no, I probably already have a guild and hopefully have already done my raiding. But if it's somewhat current, then yes, definitely hit me up, so we can have some fun. I'm also interested in going to places and doing things like low main content, maybe some Sebolus fungi tunic farms. Like I said, I really want to get one of those for this character and my alts. Actually, I want to twink out a ranger or a shadow knight. That'd be super fun. Yeah, I want to do stuff like that, like 2 or 3 man stuff to farm items for my other guys. That'd be cool. And like to get epic pieces for my druid, which I think this guy can solo a lot of it. If I was 60 with my epic, I think I could do a lot of that by myself, which would be nice. And then swap over to him and loot the stuff. Anyway, I think now I'm just rambling, so cut it here. Yeah, that's it for today.